let's talk about some shit. So, World War III. When's the timeline on that?
It's gonna be a civil war. I think in yeah, North and South, but not in that way per se. I think it'd be a pretty cool movie if it was like like one percenters versus the 99%. And the thing that you think because poor people outnumber rich people by like 10 to 1. Yeah, well, rich people have money and can afford mercenaries from all over the
Yeah.
world. Like, yeah.
Rich people could buy bombs, dude. Rich people could buy helicopters, fucking planes, fucking
Fucking
aircraft
rich people can
carriers,
move mountains.
any any powerful weapon of war. But I get what you're saying. It wouldn't be necessarily a geographical thing, north versus south. Rather, just like some sort of our uh, wealth, or fuck. What would you say? Uh, like a class war, a civil war over class.
Yeah, because the rich have been spitting on the graves of the poor for far too fucking long.
Not just spitting, like shitting, fucking vomiting, digging
Fucking
up the
mud.
graves, digging up the graves and having sex with the bodies.
Whoa. I mean, which person could do that? I mean, here's $1,000. I mean, give me a loan with the body. All right, that's easy money right there. And it's like, oh, well, disgrace the corpse. It's like I'm sure he'll be okay with it.
Trust me, this guy was a real
the,
freak.
the dead, it might be stuck to say, but the dead don't matter much because they're fucking dead. And if I can make a quick $1,000 from somebody's expensive fetish, I'd fucking do it.
Dude, do you
Not the
remember?
fetish, not the fetish. I'd be fucking. I'd sell. I'd profit from that fetish. Oh my
Do
god!
you remember in Game of Thrones when uh
All the rape and incest. Yeah, let's rewind those parts.
you're a sick motherfucker. No, in the part there's this scene where John had just killed the king beyond the wall, and he tells the oh man, what was the big ginger guy Thorson? I think his name was Thorson, something like that.
It's impossible to remember Game of Thrones names. Sorry.
Well, anyway, he tells him he was like, "Do you have anything you want to say to your dead?" And then he just like looks at him like big eyed, and he's like, "The dead don't hear us, boy." And I was like, you know what? That's actually a good
Right.
point. You don't. What's the point of saying anything to him? Like
The one thing I remember always from that red dude because I like this character, it's kind of funny. But like was when he walked up to the hound and was like, "Were you touched by fire when you were young? Or were you pushed into the fire when you were young?" Or no, he said touched. Yeah, he was right. He said that. He said, "Were you touched by fire when you're young?" And that's when Hal went more like pushed, and he was like ah, all of us redheads have been touched by fire at birth, and just like it was a crazy theory about a redhead. I was like, oh yeah, but he was a cool character. Oh, and I was watching this little Bill Hader skit, and he was doing a game show. He was like game show host about Game of Thrones, and the bit was there was three other contestants, and one dude had like a green dragon outfit on, and then the other two would actually get questions in Game of Thrones they could answer, but the biggest Game of Thrones nerd kept on getting hit with like geographical questions or like who was the 22nd president. He was just like, I don't. Oh, I really wish I didn't wear this stupid dragon outfit. What really got me was at the very beginning. He was talking about Game of Thrones, and he answered the first couple questions, and the two people got it right, and then fucking Bill Hader was like, "Well, you guys are on fire," and then the fucking dude with the dragon was like, "Ice and fire, ice and fire." This is a Game of Thrones joke, and he was like, "Is it?"
what
Like,
is this? What were you
it was,
watching?
it's just a little SNL sketch on that I watched on YouTube about Bill Hader, and it was just
Oh, okay.
it was just him doing a game of show like he was a game show host, but he was no hated that. He's funny with his facial expressions and his perfect timing. It was just hilarious. But since you were talking about Game of Thrones, that immediately reminded me about it because
Yeah, yeah,
they're
no,
making fun of like the fandom of these people.
yeah, yeah. It's definitely something you could easily make fun of. I mean, if anybody dresses up like something and like, but that's becoming more widely acceptable. Actually, it's more like, yeah, they're just they're fucking LARPing or cosplaying or it's not really like,
Yeah, I can't rag on them too much because I'm a 25-year-old that still loves watching anime and would one day go to an anime convention, fucking, and they're like just I mean Comic Con. There's some promiscuous outfits and shit for the ladies and whatnot and the dudes. But if you go to anime convention, bro, all these hotties are wearing these ridiculously fucking drawn anime characters outfits, and it's heaven for a perv.
yeah. Well, I mean, of course. Um, I it's kind of like my dream to go to fucking Comic Con in San Diego. I don't know. It's really not that unachievable of a dream. I just haven't ever done it in my 26 years. But since I was a teenager, I was like, "Fuck, I'd really like to go to Comic Con. I want to go to the one in San Diego, and then I also want to go to the one in New York. So I want to go to both. But like, I don't really. I mean, I would definitely dress up, but I would only want to dress up as something where I'd cover my whole body. So like, the only thing I'm thinking is Stormtrooper. Boom.
Yeah, but that's kind of stereotypical for Comic Con conventions. I'm just gonna start it. It would be dope. Stormtrooper outfits are fucking. I heard they're pretty expensive. I dropped my fucking lighter and it went underneath my chair, and now I can't. But, Stormtrooper outfits are expensive, but I feel like you shouldn't go with just like a pure white. Do something cool. Do like the
Oh,
Bad Batch kind of clone uniforms,
like
or
the
or
bat. Did you
or the
say Bad
fucking
Batch?
yeah the Bad Batch
Yeah,
uniforms, or one of the fucking the the fucking Republic clones fucking outfits.
yeah, because they were a little more unique, in the Republic
Yeah,
days
they're
and when they
cool.
were
They have
clones.
designs with it and shit. It's so fucking generic when somebody just goes kind of with a fucking white clone outfit on. It's like, oh yeah,
Well, those ones are
it's actually hilarious.
stormtroopers because in the Empire they all basically look the same, but like in the days of the Republic, like each clone division was like a different color and had like some semi different uniforms, kinda. So there was a little more
Yeah,
uniqueness, even though they were clones, and stormtroopers aren't clones. But like, I like the idea of doing the Bad Batch one because I actually thought about going as the dude they call Hunter
yeah,
because he has
Hunter. You
like
got the
half
long hair and
long
everything.
hair. All I would need is a red bandana and paint half my because he has like a skull tattoo on half his
Yeah.
face.
And you would have to shave your beard.
Oh yeah, I guess he doesn't have a beard.
Nah, you don't.
I would do it just for the one time though.
Yeah, just for the one time. It'll grow
Yeah.
back.
It
Why
always
do you
yeah.
not grow back?
Yeah.
Again,
I used to be weird about being like, oh, I'm not gonna shave my beard. I want to grow it as long as I can. But then, like, once it gets about this long, I'm like, I want to see my face again.
same. I'm the same way.
But I think I'm gonna start doing this thing where I go in the summertime I will rock a clean, handsome face, and then in the wintertime I want to just go Grizzly Adams beard, just see how long it'll
Yeah,
get.
that's kind of the route I'm going to. Like right now, I'm just starting on my winter beard. I mean, of course, I'm gonna trim it when it gets to, because it gets super longer on like these sides than it does anywhere else. So I trim up the sides a bit every so month. But I'm just gonna keep this until
Nah, see, I don't even trim them.
winter's right around the corner and it's getting colder every fucking day.
I think you just shouldn't even trim it. Don't even trim any. I haven't trimmed any of mine. I've just been letting it grow. Like I don't trim like
Yeah,
oh
it
yeah,
may
it
not be
grows in a
perfect.
little longer right here than it does right here. Who gives a shit? Just let it grow.
Yeah.
It's the winter
I
time.
like to trim it though, just to make it look a little more unison.
I want to
I
look
mean,
like in fucking March. I want to look like some guy that just busted down the door to his cabin and just found civilization.
well, your beard does get split ends though too, so you gotta like. That's what I mean by trimming. I just take off like an inch. There's a little, just the top little layer. I mean, I did trim a little down here though, like I said, because it gets too long. But like when I was growing it out, I did still trim it, but I did grow it out to where it was like making my face look fat and shit.
I don't know. I would
But
say just grow it, but I get what you're saying. I mean, it sounds a little too much for like beard fucking. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just a beard, you know. Like honestly, like I'm. If you groom your beard, that's good for you. But like personally, I'm like, just let it grow. It's a beard, you know. Shave it when you need to
I
shave
wash
it.
it.
Oh yeah, definitely
I
wash
got
it. I
a
mean, I'm not saying
I
don't
got
take
a I
showers,
got a
but
minty fresh wash, and then I got one specifically for getting out dirt and shit that holds in your beard because I'm always out there working and shit. I was just thinking about that ugly ass shirt you're wearing. Ugly ass shirt. This whole time since this podcast started, I've just been feeling like, what is he going with that shirt? Oh, have him, bro. Shit. You look like a fucking summer camp counselor, dude. Like with that shit. You, look,
All right,
you
sit down,
fucking look
Billy.
like
Billy, now I heard you haven't been acting nice to Katie. Do you like Katie, Billy? Is it because you have a crush on Katie? No, I don't know. Is that what the camp counselor does?
I don't know. Fucking shirt. I don't know. I don't know. It's just giving me all sorts of vibes, and they're not good ones. You know, it's just that kind of shirt.
What
It
kind of
looks like
vibes?
well, it looks like you might have attempted or at least thought of kidnapping a baby once or twice.
Aw, man, that's like the worst of all crimes. Baby theft? That's the worst of all theft.
fucking, fucking, you. This shirt though, man, this shirt's getting me. I was this whole time I was thinking like, what is up with that shirt? What is that?
You want to know something about this shirt?
What?
I didn't think you were gonna do it fucking first 10 minutes, but I actually put this shirt on because I was like, oh, you made some really funny jokes about my blazer last week when I wore that. So I was like, here's fucking fuel for Jay to make fun of. And like you did it so quickly that I was like, holy shit, man, it worked.
You set me up.
I didn't
You
set you
fucking
up per
set me up.
se. I more or less just kind of like, put it out there and it was just like, let's see how he responds. I know if it seems something odd because you've been wearing the same goddamn shirt every episode that I've edited. You've worn that gray shirt with the dark gray shoulders.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even plan it. It's just that coincidentally, it's fucking clean and it's soft to the touch. It's good on my skin. That's why I wear it.
Well, hey, no, whatever works for you. But I'm just saying I knew if I wore something a little more like just slightly off, I was like, oh, he's gonna say something. He's gonna make a joke about this, and you did.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm proud of both of us.
I don't know. Just with that show, you look like you're about to read a kid's Bible to a group for your youth group. It's like I don't. It's so off putting.
Okay, come
I
around,
don't know what's
children.
off putting.
Come around, children. Samuel, Samuel, get in here. Come on, Samuel. Today we are reading out of the book of Ezekiel. Samuel, Samuel, get that out of your mouth, Samuel. Like that? Is that good? That was good. Like,
Yeah, you can just tell you got it from like Goodwill or something. Something that someone's grandpa died, and he used to wear that shirt a lot in this in his day. And then he's like, "Oh, it's just my size, and I kind of like the pattern." I don't know why, because you got an old soul, dude. You got an old soul, and you choose old people clothes.
you're like 78% accurate. I did get this at Goodwill. I don't know if it came off of a dead grandpa. That much they don't tell you at Goodwill.
Well,
I wish
okay,
they
okay.
did.
Here's one way to know, real quick. Look at your shirt. That's a dead grandpa shirt. That's all proof you fucking need. Look at it.
I did get it at Goodwill, and I did just think to myself, like, I like this shirt. I've worn it a couple of times. I wear it a lot in the summer, like, because it's nice, and I don't know what it's made out of, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like light material, so it almost like doesn't even really feel like you're wearing a shirt. So it's great for like a day at the beach or just, you know, if you like pina coladas or getting lost in the rain.
You say a fucking dress shirt, a short sleeve shirt is good for the beach?
No,
I
like,
thought like swimsuits and swimming trunks are good for the beach.
well, yeah, jackass, but I mean, I
Oh,
don't just
oh,
wear swimming trunks, you know, like when I'm in the water, yeah, but this shirt is like the perfect shirt for just being a shirt
sometimes,
on the
sometimes you won't
beach.
wear undershirt and you'll unbutton your button so low, like for a dude that's like like an old Italian fucking dude that's totally confident with his body when he fucking shouldn't be.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Are
I
you
don't know. Maybe I
comparing me
lost
to an old
it.
Italian guy? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, but it's just like somebody's like you could button that up at least one button or two, and you'll still be showing enough chest, but you're just like nah. I want to show the whole fucking thing. I want to show the fucking whole kit and caboodle. But it's like what the fuck?
Well, button it down to like for this shirt. Okay, the very top button's too much, right? Like,
That shirt looks like you got hellacious gambling debt.
let me just explain this button thing to you, okay? Okay. Can you see? Can you see my shirt? Let me get.
Yeah, I can see it. It is worse
Okay.
buttoned all the way up.
Okay. Yeah. This is all the way up. See it? Is it? Hmm? Is it? Okay. Now, let me show you one button. Okay. Do you see this?
That's okay.
You see?
That's fine.
This is fine, but this is more like you're still kind of at your job. You're not quite
Or
off
like
of
I'm about to
work
go to
yet.
church.
Or like I'm about to go to church. Or I'm about to go somewhere where I don't need
Yeah,
to be
that
fully
buttoned up
formal.
looks like that buttoned up looks like I never had sex and I'm waiting for marriage because the Bible told me to. The Bible told me to. The Bible told me everything that I
Yeah,
need to
up to
know.
here, like this.
Yeah.
I can't get it on. Yeah, this is too. It's a bit too strange all the way up. You're right. It is very much like my mom told me that vagina have teeth in them, and that's why I should never put my penis inside of one.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
All right,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
but again, going back to the one button, it's cool, it's casual, but it's a little too casual. Okay, what I'm going for when I wear this shirt. Now this is the second
Is I
button.
just got done fucking like 10 chicks, and I didn't have enough time to button it up, so I'm only gonna do it half to the
Let me. Can you
midsection.
let me
And that
fully?
one flap go all the way over, while the other one stays straight. And you're just like, yeah, that's fine.
Let me fully fucking explain, okay, before you just jump to your conclusions. It's two buttons undone. Okay? That's two buttons. Now that's really like, okay, this guy's just hanging out. Maybe he's grabbing a beer with his bros at work. Maybe he's on a date with some hot chick, you know? Maybe he's fucking driving his cool car around. I mean, it's nothing crazy fancy. It's not a sports car, but
That
it's good to him.
okay, fuckface.
And
That
then
shirt is not what you wear when you're in a cool car or anything cool. That's
I
right.
didn't I didn't say it
That
was a cool
shirt.
car. I said it was cool to him. It was good for him. It could be like a fucking Subaru, okay? It doesn't fucking matter. The car doesn't matter. I'm just saying this is a guy that's got no responsibilities. He's just hanging out, okay? Third button is where I like to wear this in the summertime because that's like more of a guy that's like, "Oh, that guy
Move the
really
mic up a
doesn't
little.
have any responsibilities. Don't even approach
Move
that
the mic.
guy."
Move the mic a bit. The
Oh.
mic's blocking your three button action there. There you go. I don't fucking like it.
What? Okay, what's the difference between this and this? Now I am wearing a shirt underneath, so my
Because that's
bare
like I
skin
want to
does
be
make a difference.
relaxed, I want to be comfortable, but I also have some control. You take that third button in the equation, you're like, this guy don't give a damn about anything. Don't let him watch a kid. He probably just eating pussy and ass out here on these streets.
And that's kind of like the vibe I want when I wear this shirt. So that's exactly what I'm going for.
Man, it's perfect then.
Carefree, careless, don't even care. All right? Don't approach
Yeah, but I
me.
feel like you don't need to care for that. I feel like any dude that like grows out his hair long like yours is obviously carefree and don't really give a fuck. The only way you can have the amount of patience to grow your hair that long is if you're carefree and don't really give a fuck. That's like that's the only way.
I don't know. I don't necessarily agree because, like, for me, it's more just laziness. Like, I just don't want to get it cut because then I'll have to keep getting it cut. If, you know?
Yeah, I'm the same way, but I can't. I try to grow my hair out long just to see what it looks like, but then I always end up going like, yeah, I want to shave this side off over there, and I'm like, fix it again, and then I do it, and then I fuck up, and I'm like, well, back to buzz cut, start over.
Yeah, and then you dye your hair blue and then go nowhere with that. What the fuck? What happened with that?
Well, cause fucking only after taking 2 showers, the color was already out of it, and my roots were shown, and I'm like, man, this is a lot of upkeep. I just wanted to try it for once, see what it was like, and then kind of got what I wanted out of it, and then fucking,
I think our very first episode, you have the blue hair. Number one.
yeah, it went out real quick, and I'm like, fuck, this takes a lot of upkeep, and I just didn't want to do the upkeep with it, and it was starting to get a fucking ugly color, greenish yellow, and I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like looking like fucking a baby puked on my head, so I'm gonna fucking shave it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, dyeing it is like one of those things that you have to like kind of keep doing it in order for it to like actually look like, look good. But I don't know. I'm not really big on like the only thing I have is tattoos. Like I've never dyed my hair and I've never well, I've had my ear pierced once, but that was it. Just ear pierced. Like I've never had gauges or eyebrow piercings or, anything such
I want
such as that.
gauges, but I'm not sure if I want to deal with the pain for a while.
What?
It's just months of annoying pain, stretching out your first piercing your ears and stretching out the ear hole.
Oh, the gauges?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, I don't know if it's not like it's hurt, like pain though. I mean, I'm sure you feel it, but if you're stretching it like at the correct pace, because you
Well,
can't
that's
do
what I
it
say.
like,
It's not like excruciating pain, but that's why I said it's annoying pain. Annoying pain is just slight pain that fucking lasts forever.
yeah, but that's probably only when you first go up a size, and then after, because you have to wait like a few weeks or so, even maybe even more. I don't know the exact time, but you have to wait a certain period of time before you move up to the next size. So like during the end of that time, it probably doesn't hurt as bad. It's probably your ear's probably used to it by that point.
For the first time that we worked a bunch of cows and shit. Uh, First year moms and we did the bulls and we fucking it's all for like vaccinating all the cows and shit. We had a bunch of calves too, and then there's a bull that we had to cut. We had a lot of shit to do today. We also like seven. Oh, I just said his name. Leave it out. But he said he had about like 70 drives and he had to sell them, so we fucking pushed them all up the side truck and shit. And in the area where the drives were, there was a bull, and it was a Red Bull, and we were trying to cut him off, and we're slowly diddling down his line of bitches, and you can just see him just get angrier and angrier. By the time he was down to 5 bitches, he was just pissed at us, and he was like, we're trying to like work and shit, trying to cut him off, and he didn't want to like leave. He started holding his head up high and shit, and then fucking my boss was like, sorry, I'm giving. He's like, so he's like, give him a minute. he's thinking about taking us. One of us, he's thinking about it. He was give it a minute, and then he like started trying to show his head out all like, and then fucking he fucking was going around the corral and shit, and he was at that part of the corral. And once I just said it again, fuck. Once he saw my boss, he just went right for him, and then I jumped over the fence and got on the other side of it, and I was on the other end of the area, and then right when he saw my boss go over the fence, he just turned and looked right at me. And I was like, oh shit. Like, first I waited for a minute. I was like, maybe he got it out of his system. And then he started like inching his way over to me and then started picking up pace. So I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. I fucking climbed up the fence and hiked up my legs real quick. And then I didn't see it, but my coworker was like, she said that fucking the bull went underneath my feet, and then even after that, whipped his head up so high, just trying to get me. And at that point, I'm at the top of the fence, safe. And then he whipped his head back so fucking ferocious that he threw himself off balance and fucking and took a spill and like tripped his whole body up, and then he was running around. I mean, my boss jumped back over. You have to do a lot of editing with this shit. My boss jumped back over, and uh, and the bull just went right through the corral and broke the shit out of it and just like wanted out. But that was fun. It was my first time having to jump over a fence before a bull got me.
Damn. Bull almost got you, huh?
Yeah, I reacted quickly enough though. I saw what was going on and knew what he was fucking gonna do. But he was just being a little shit ass.
Yeah, I mean, you
Shit
guys were
ass, shit
taking
ass.
away all his fucking pieces of ass, dude. They're like, what? He was like, I was gonna fuck all these bitches, and now you're fucking
I
taking
was
them
gonna
from me?
rape someone too.
Yeah, let's be honest. With the bull, it is not consensual. He just walks up. It'd be a lot harder on your guys' job, though, if the bull did have to have consent from the cow. Because then it'd be like, okay, come on. The whole point is to make the babies. There's only one way to make babies.
uh, yeah, I just wanted to mention that. That
Yeah,
was like not even for the podcast. I was just for me just talking about to do a little update with you about my life.
was it a very intense moment for you?
Yeah, I just jumped up on the fence and turned back around at him, and I was just like, "You dick, don't be a dick."
Stop being a dick, you dick.
He was just fucking man. He was pissed off at us. I didn't notice that he was thinking about charging at us until my boss said something because I didn't. I kind of suck at reading cows right now or bulls. Yeah,
Yeah.
both. All
Well, you're still kind of,
of
relatively
yeah.
still greenhorn. So, I mean, you'll get it.
Yeah, eventually.
I mean, I guess
But
you're quick enough to get out of the way. So that's definitely good.
yeah, that little fucker. I wanted to tell you about something else, but I kind of forgot it. So I'm gonna try to remember.
Well, yeah, at any point, just bring it up and we'll go from there.
That up here, the background is different.
Yeah,
Maybe
basically what I did is I just turned around. So instead of having all the shit on my desk, my makeshift desk, I have it all on my coffee table and I'm using the problem is the office chair I have is fucking uncomfortable. So sitting on it an hour at a time when we do these is like it sucks. So I was like, I want to sit in a comfy chair. So, well, this one's too
yeah,
low.
yeah. You know what also sucks? Wearing
What?
that ugly ass shirt for this fucking podcast. The ugly ass shirt. God damn, that shirt is ugly. Ugly ass shirt.
That ugliest shirt's
That's all
one
I
ugly
can
ass
say about
shirt. That ugliest shirt's the ugliest shirt I've ever ugly shirt. It's really
You know
not that
how
ugly.
bad that shirt is, though. You know how bad that shirt
I don't
is.
think it's that bad. I like it. I like it.
I can see Cosby wearing it.
Well, that's a thing you could just
I
say
like
about anything and ruin it, though. That's kind of fucked up. That's being like, you know what sucks about your
You can't just
glasses?
say that looks like a Hitler shirt.
Hey, you know what
That
sucks about your
that looks like a Hitler
glasses?
shirt. What?
You know what sucks about your glasses?
What sucks about my glasses?
It looks like something Ted Bundy would wear. I could see Ted Bundy
Yeah,
wearing those same glasses.
that doesn't work. It
It's,
doesn't work. That
how does
doesn't
it
work.
doesn't work for you, I guess, but it works. You
You know
really
what sucks about that wheelchair? Paralyzed guy? You know what sucks about that wheelchair?
don't compare.
Fucking
Don't
Hitler. Fucking
don't
Hitler used to be in one. That's what sucks about
don't
that.
compare. Don't you fucking compare your glasses, your fucking shitty vision to somebody in a wheelchair. You fucking piece of shit, okay? They don't get to choose the design of the wheelchair, all right? You get to choose your frames and what looks good on your
That's
face.
a solid point. Why don't wheelchair people get to decide that? Well, I mean, why? Because most of them be like, yeah, I want chocolate worms.
That's fucked up. You're mean. Now, probably because there's only like, probably because there's only like one type, and they're just like, sorry, you only get one, and they just push them out the door. It was like, we only have one option. There you go. See
We
you later.
have the round wheels or we have the square wheels. Don't get a lot of buyers with the square ones.
Although it is covered by your insurance to get the square wheels, so you might want to
But the
consider that an
round
option.
ones, you got to pay full price.
You gotta pay full price for the roundies.
Oh, dude. There
Oh,
should be a thing like, you know, like you should be able to design your own wheelchair, man.
yeah. Oh my god. I
You
thought we were.
know, being
I
that
thought.
clever, that's a part of your personal fucking apparel
I thought we were done with
always.
this topic, but okay, we'll get into it more. Let's
This is not a
petition
plight for paraplegic people. They can go fuck themselves. This is a polite for customizing wheelchairs.
purely for marketing purposes. Okay, we're not trying to help people. We're trying to make cash, and we think that rich people in wheelchairs will be able to design. But also have options for the poor people because you got to get money from them too. I mean, they make up most of the people. That's how capitalism works. I think.
You gotta have more people than you do rich.
Well, think about it. Like Apple stock wouldn't be anywhere if like just rich people were buying shit. Like they make a lot of money because poor people buy their phones too. Like everybody buys their shit
Yeah,
and their
yeah,
computers and their
economy.
iPads, and I've seen poor people with iPads, dude. Like poor as shit. Like it's confusing when it's like, hey, your roof just leaked on your iPad. Like, you need to prioritize. Maybe fix your
Yeah,
roof.
fucking budget yourself, man. Budget yourself. I
Yeah.
feel the same way when I see somebody with like $1,500 shoes and has like a $5 Hanes T-shirt on. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's like you really had to buy Kanye's new shoes, huh? You really had to buy them, whatever they're called.
He's like, well, it's either that or my fucking 5-year-old birthday present. But I went with me.
He's not old enough to remember anyway, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, he can go fuck himself. But
Let me
no,
tell
he's
you,
old
that
enough to
kid's a
remember
piece
what
of
he got.
shit.
Oh God, you wear that shirt while you smoke out of a fucking vape pen, bro? Is that what
This is
you gonna fucking smoke out of a
hey,
vape pen while you wear that shirt?
um,
How
you're the
how
dummy.
many tobacco museums have you been through, sir?
You're okay. First of all, this isn't tobacco. This is distillate. All right,
Oh, it's weed. Okay, that's a little
marijuana.
better, but still, with that shirt and you having to go like, is that a good look for you?
You're the dummy who lost your fucking lighter, and then you're like, "Okay, smoke now." I dropped it. I dropped it.
I picked it up like 2 minutes later after saying that.
Well,
If you play a tape, I pick up my while you're talking, pick up my lighter. And I go another like
you know what? Point made. Whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You just put that in your front pocket.
God damn it.
That ugly ass shirt has a front pocket. It has a front pocket,
Yeah,
bro.
one of the reasons why I like it. Any shirt with a front pocket is, boom.
I can put all the pussy I'll never get with this shirt right in there, right in the front pocket.
Well, you don't get any pussy and you don't have a shirt like this, so what's really working? The shirt or not the shirt?
There's a front pocket on that ugly ass shirt, bro.
Yeah, yes, I already said yes. All right, the shirt's become too big of a distraction. I'm not doing this on the next episode. I might do it. I might wear something completely ridiculous.
Nah, I'm sorry. I'm just learning new things about this shirt, and
It also has
I
pockets
didn't
on
know
the
ugly
inside too.
people.
No, I'm lying. It doesn't. What if I pulled out like something like huge? Like if I had like a fucking
I wouldn't be.
loaf
I
of
wouldn't
French
be
bread or something.
surprised if it's a bottle of chloroform and some rags, because you have that shirt on. That's exactly what you're planning on doing. Somebody.
You have no idea what goes on in my mind, all right?
That cat tree in the background is so old, so old.
I've had it for
It's like
years.
you can tell that like it's on its like third generation of cats.
I
There's two
haven't had it for that
generations
long.
already died sleeping on it, and this is the second generation, a third generation. Excuse
Yeah, there's still a
me.
cat carcass in there I haven't cleaned out. Because, why bother with it?
Oh yeah, why? I'm sure Emily has it enshrined in something, and you can't touch it. The forever candle burning in the middle. Oh, that would be too creepy.
All right, all right. You know what? You don't have to make fun of everything. My shirt, my cat tree. What's next? Pick something else. Pick something else. I have a bunch of shit right here. You want to make fun of the plants? What about that weird skull snake fucking thing? Little scroll hanging thing. What about my
Oh, the one that
curtains?
every guy named Jacob with a Harley has on his arm. Are you talking about that fucking?
Why does his name gotta be Jacob?
I don't know. This seems like. I mean,
Seems like that's more of a Jake thing.
I do like the Baby Yoda though. You guys took it out of its box. You can't sell it back. No. Limited edition.
Why would I sell it back? I only
Who the
bought it for
fuck?
$20.
I don't know. You know how people do that though? They buy something new from like a collector's item or something, and just like I paid $4,000 for this like mini little figurine, and if I just wait 40 fucking years, as long as I just pay off my mortgage and wait another 10 fucking years, I can sell this for maybe double my money.
That's not
Who
how it
knows?
works, you dummy. It's well, I
How does it
mean,
work?
kind of that's the way it works, but you wouldn't buy it. You would have bought it like when you were a kid, when it first came out, or your parents bought it for you, and you just like was like, oh, I'm not just gonna, I'm gonna, or maybe you bought it when you were a teenager and you're just like left it in the box because you just wanted to collect it, and then when you became like you're in your 40s now, and it's these Marvel movies and everything is all popular as shit now, and like people want to buy it and it's expensive, then you could sell it for however much a collector would pay for it, and you'd make a lot of money. But like if you bought it now, then yeah, I guess you would have to wait even longer to make more money on it. But if you're buying it for that much, you're not buying it with the intent to sell it later. Like it's not like a market.
Yeah, but
You're
some
buying it
some
to
people
collect it to have it.
some people do though. Some people do just buy, drop money, just expecting it to be. But like you know, doing it as a kid, saying like I'm gonna buy this and then we're gonna save it. So later on, I know it'll be worth something. It's like, how arrogant is this fucking kid? You do something that you like, adults are gonna buy it in droves when
What
you're older.
I wasn't
Like, go
I
fuck
wasn't
yourself, little kid. Your shit's not that fucking awesome. You're a little fucking knob. Your
you
fucking shit
think
sucks.
you
Your
think you're
dad cheated on your
so
mom 5 fucking times. Your mom's a slut. She sucked my dick. You can go fuck yourself.
this kid's like 12 years old. He's just like That would be a little too much for any kid if you that was that was really intense. I don't know why you felt that way to this young man. What did he do to you?
Why? Why do people hold kids on such high pedestals? They're little shits. They're little shits that don't even.
Don't even want it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Nah, but
And I wasn't saying that the kid was like buying the toy with the intent to being like, I can't wait till I sell this when I'm older. I'm just saying like he just bought the
well, you made
toy.
it sound that way, Will.
No,
You made it sound that way.
I'm saying that's like it could happen that way, but probably not. He probably just bought it and was just like, hey, I'm just not gonna play with this because they just didn't want to, maybe or something. I don't know. I don't understand how collectors work, but like,
Oh,
I don't know.
I just remembered something. Uh, switching topics. Just
Oh yeah, so
snowball
you
this
could
off.
switch topics when you want, but whenever I want to, no. All right, this needs to be more
Go ahead.
mutual.
Where's the topic?
No,
Switch the
I
topic.
don't have one,
Go
so we'll
ahead.
just. Well, my
Go
next
ahead.
topic will be
Switch
the
the topic,
topic.
Will. No, you
My
wanted to bring it up. Switch the fucking topic, Will.
my next topic will be whatever your topic was you were just about to talk about. Go ahead. This is
Well,
my topic.
I saw that Mark Zuckerberg changed his business name to what was it, Meta?
Oh yeah, he changed Facebook's name.
Metaverse. It's like, why? What was his previous name? I don't even know the fucking previous name.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a joke or like if it was like maybe a legit
No, he
theory,
really
but
changed his company name, and the whole world
I
thought
was
you're
just
changing
talking.
Facebook's name to Meta. How? I don't want an M where I can have an M with your blue in the middle. Like, you know, people say, settle down, dick bags. He's not changing Facebook's name. He's just changing his fucking company.
Oh, is that what it
That
was? His
and his
company's
company
name?
owns Facebook. What?
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't know that. I thought he was changing Facebook's names to Meta, and I remember hearing something about like a theory suggesting that he it could do that. It may have been even a joke, but it was like a theory that if he changes the name, then like older users would stop using it because they wouldn't, they would still remember it as Facebook instead of the new, like a trick almost. But
That's stupid. That's a dumb theory. Because
that is it is dumb.
people remember having MySpace, and then they would just switch to Facebook. What the fuck? Who is he talking about?
I don't know. I think it was more of a joke than an actual theory, but like I remember thinking like that wouldn't work because if he lost all the older people, then that'd be most of the users. It's the same thing like fucking like people who post crazy like white nationalist shit and stuff like that. Like that's mostly people who use Facebook. Like people don't really do that on Twitter.
I laughed my ass off because Tim Dillon said something. I watched a little podcast at the time, and he said all social media is for I forgot it.
All social
He's like
media is for let me see, I forgot. All right. That's a very strong message.
he's like, but he was around the lines of all social media is for is people who do hate crimes and shit. Like, that's what
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
remember.
not hate crimes, but like, I mean, because you can't do a hate crime over. Well, I guess you could if you threaten somebody.
Well, isn't that only a hate crime? Is just when you go, you fucking Jew, die. Is that a hate crime?
Yeah, if your intent was to kill a Jewish person, then yes, that would definitely be a hate crime.
No, I'm saying
Uh,
like just saying it, just saying the phrase. Wouldn't that be a hate crime?
no, I think it would
Or
only
you have
count
to.
if the person you were assaulting is Jewish. Like if you're
Yeah, but what
beating
if you're
up.
fighting a dude in the dark in the alley, and then he just so happens to be black, gay, and Jewish? It's like I didn't know that when I was punching him in the face. So is that still a hate crime, or can I plead ignorance and say it was just two dudes working some shit out? Like it's just like
I don't know. That's it. That's definitely. I think the only thing that would make it a hate crime is if it was like motivated by somebody's
I'll say okay,
orientation or
that,
race or background. Like if you were going after somebody specifically because they were Asian or Muslim or black or white or you know what I'm saying, then those are hate crimes. because you're specifically targeting that group of, based on your hatred of them, which is like crazy because like crime should just be unbiased. You should be able to beat up a black person, a gay person, a white person, a woman, child, a dog. You should go around beating up all of them, and it
You
should just
forgot
be
the
okay.
most important thing to beat the shit out of: pregnant women.
I said women, but yeah, pregnant women. I said children and women, so I
You said
mean,
children and women. Yeah, but that's not a fucking pregnant woman now, is it, Will? That's what you get after the pregnancy.
I don't know if you'd be going around doing that in Texas, dude. You go to jail for life.
That's so funny to me, man. That's so funny that they found a fucking loophole
Yeah,
to
women's
fucking
rights is
fuck with
hilarious. Why do
people.
they think they have them? It's crazy.
That's, it's just funny, man. They found a loophole to it. They're just like, we're not saying you can't have the abortion. You just can't have it 2 weeks after you're pregnant. So you can still have an abortion, but you just before 2 weeks or it's just funny. That's like a little loophole. It's like we're not saying that you can.
So
You just
basically,
missed the deadline,
but
bitch.
that
Like
is
it's
that
just
is a weird loophole because like if a chick had just like I don't know if this is possible financially or physically or anything, but if a woman could schedule an appointment on a weekly basis of having an abortion, like I mean obviously only if she's like been having or you know what, scratch that. Just this every time a woman has sex, she could go immediately like a week after or even 2 weeks and just schedule an abortion and do it and get it over with, and that would be you know okay. So like, but I don't know how that works. Can they do an abortion if you're not actually pregnant? Like, what if she didn't get pregnant? She just like because it's not like you're gonna get pregnant every time you have sex.
yeah, true.
I
I
was
don't
onto
know
a
though.
good theory, and then I just thought about that, and then I was like, wait, but can you? Huh?
I'm kind of wondering how they do an abortion. Like, do they just like do they like give them something and then it kills the type the controversial wife and fucking and like it just like your body just digests the rest of it just naturally, or does it shit it out, or does you gotta come up like a shitty claw machine and just grab the little metaphorical
I think the first thing that you said about
speedy
get.
bag baby?
I think the first thing that you said about the like giving him something would probably be what would make the most sense, but that's probably not what actually happens. And it's never something that makes the most sense. Like right, like that'd be too easy where they just give you a pill. You wouldn't even need the surgery at that point. If there's just like something they could give you to cause the pregnancy to stop. But like, I think it's more like the fucking thing the last thing you said with the claw, but instead of a claw, I think it's just like a something that they stick up there and like kind of suck the baby out, like a vacuum kind of. But I don't know actually. I've never cared to research it, and I've never had been in a situation where I had witnessed an abortion, so I don't really know how it
But
works. But
most people just think though they're just like cutting a chick open by the stomach and pulling out a full baby and was like, don't need it.
I
And
mean,
the fucking doctor just punts it with his wingtip shoes. Yeah,
yeah, I don't.
that's just
I
funny with
don't know.
Texas though. I find it funny. I know I'm
It's not,
insensitive
but that's
or
the
whatever.
thing is like it's not
But
really funny.
it's a
Like
little
I don't
funny.
know why you keep saying that. Like you're like I find it funny, but it's not really like funny. It's really like more of less like man, that's kind
It's
of
funny how this whole Me Too movement is going on and going strong, and then one dickhead Texas fucking law writer, whatever you call it. I'm not too dumb to call a position who was like, oh, it's like I'm a loophole, man. I'm like, it's a loophole. And what it is a fucking social morality like loophole kind of thing. Like it's a loophole. What is it? Loophole? I'm
What
too
are you
dumb to
talking
express
about?
my
What's a
point,
loophole?
but
What is a loophole? What are
I
you
don't know.
saying?
It's not. It is fucking frustrating because
It isn't. It
it's
isn't.
like
It
all
isn't. It isn't. You know.
it is. I want to say. I mean, it's frustrating for women and shit and whatnot. But
Yeah, I would imagine so.
it's also isn't it expected? Fucking Texas. Fucking didn't that same state have that one dude that just walked into a church, a black fucking person's church, and it was just like shot a couple people. Was like, I was trying to start a race war. That was going to happen if I killed like four black people in a church while they were praising God.
Yeah,
But in like a fun black church way.
I I don't know. I don't really keep up with like shooter type shit, but like, um, oh
It was
fuck, what?
somewhere down south. I'm not sure if it was Texas, but it was somewhere down south,
I
and it's
think
still on
that
the news.
I
Still talking
think
about it on the fucking news.
I don't really watch the news. I think that the whole like that thing with Texas is kind of like a kind of a bigger issue, and it actually dates back to like the early days of marijuana, like recreational marijuana. Like we live in a nation that's not necessarily governed by a single um government agency. Like we have a federal government which oversees a lot of like the more important stuff, like the military and basic laws and rights and shit like that. But then you have states that dictate what the rules are in the individual states, right? Like we're the United States of America. So depending on what state you live in is the actual law. Like here in Montana, a lot less
I was
laws.
about to
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I always got to mention when Momo comes in the background.
Oh yeah,
When
he
the bitch
always
comes
he always makes an appearance late in the like whenever we're like an hour in, he's like, "Oh, I'll sneak in here and get my
in.
get my screen time." But um I don't know. I just think it's kind of crazy. Not crazy, but like it's kind of one of those things that like it's cool, but it's also like kind of strange that like like we live in this whole America, but if you live in Texas, you know you could uh abortion's illegal, whereas like in everywhere else it's pretty much legal with certain stipulations. But then like it's like the same thing with weed, like before, like when the first two states to do it, I think was like Washington and Colorado, but they were like the only two. And then now there's like a lot more recreational states, and it's just like kind of it's cool, but it's also kind of crazy how like one state could kind of decide the future of how other states will adopt policies about certain issues and stuff with with no regard for like the federal government, because it's not like they don't really have to abide by their rules, because they're like, we got our own rules because we're a state. And it's like,
are are you saying that there might be a ripple effect? You think there might be other states that do like the same shit that Texas is doing?
oh yeah, definitely in the South, like amongst like southern states and Republican heavy states like Idaho,
We got to make
pot.
these bitches have babies. These bitches won't be bitches, and we're gonna make them have babies.
We're gonna make them have them
That's
babies.
what
But like
the
all
fucking
those like crazy like kind of like religious states and stuff like that. Definitely, they may adopt similar policy. I mean, the weed thing's a way different example, obviously, but it kind of caused a ripple effect when after those two states saw success. Plenty of other states now, almost every state, it's legal to some degree. There's only one state where weed is completely illegal. No, if you get caught with it, you're going to jail, felony charges. Like it's
what
it.
state is that?
You don't know?
No.
Fucking Idaho.
I
The state where we lived there, we kind of grew up in.
smoke weed all the time there.
I know I used to smoke weed all the time there too, but like but even when we moved out here, it was illegal. It just now was legal last year, and we've been smoking for a lot many years prior to that. So
Okay,
like,
edit that out. No.
Uh,
But you know what? You know what the Me Too movement and Black Lives Matter movement is. You know what they're missing?
this is gonna
Uh,
lead somewhere bad, I think. But yeah,
what
I'll
they're
I'll
missing.
indulge. What are they missing?
Well, look at that, dude. Black people are still dying at the hands of cops and shit, left and right, and just and now crazy and now weird white people with these weird race war fantasies that are just like, look at man, if you want a race war, fucking beat up your dad because he's probably some type of mixed race, you bitch. Everyone fucking isn't a purebred, you fucking dumbass. Like it's just like, but what they're missing is it's simple. It's real simple. They need a strong, they need a strong, charismatic fucking leader, and they need to protect this motherfucker, man. They need to fucking him, her, whatever the gender is. They need to find a good fucking spokesperson and a great fucking leader and protect the shit out of them. Fucking don't even fuck around with that whole like, well, we got to be different, better. No, protect him. If society has proven anything throughout these years, is whenever we have a strong, charismatic leader that cares about everyone else except himself, he fucking gets murdered quickly. Cause that kind of fucking line of thinking in this world is is what's gonna lead to the next World War III Civil War. Boom. Got back to it. Like
Wrapped it up
that is
with what we talked
exactly
about in the beginning, even though the middle parts were complete nonsense about nothing. But that was
okay.
good. Beautifully
But
done.
but no, that's real though. You like fucking like all these people are just doing these movements, and it's just like it's like fucking it's like having a movement without a designated leader is kind of like a snake trying to move through the ground without a head. It's just gonna writhe around and just not really get anything done and just fucking cause damage. And that's kind of what these fucking movements are doing a bit with the right. I understand the rioting and shit though a little bit. I mean, I know I'm at a low percentile this one though, but I'm like, hey, there's only so many times you can have peaceful protests without no one fucking listening before you have to start burning some shit down to fucking get something heard. It's like fucking, it's Hunger Games, bitch. Fire is catching, and if we burn, you fucking burn with us. Okay, like if you
Yeah,
don't fucking
and it's crazy
doing
that
all this
like
off last shit.
it's crazy that like for some reason it's like a side thing. Like people who are against like the whole Black Lives Matter and stuff are like, I can't believe they would burn our Target or our Walmart. It's like, dude, what do you mean? Like, it's fucking Target. Like they'll be fine. Like,
And
like
Walmart. It's
th-
fucking come on. What's a little sad is that they're fucking up all these little mom and pop businesses. Like, what would look better on them is if they just fucking, honestly, if they just fucking burn down all the $1 billion conglomerates.
happened in fucking Billings. Like I remember this because I actually saw it in the fucking paper. Not like in the actual paper. It was on my phone because even though I wear an old person shirt, I'm not an actual old person. But anyway, and it
Whatever. I look underneath his chair. He got some crosswords and fucking word search and shit underneath there. Right there.
no, none of that. No to all of that. And I there was a story about this dude that like somebody was like shoplifting out of the mall, and then like this dude like grabbed his gun and just like started firing at the people who like he fired a couple rounds. He totally missed though. I'm pretty sure like he didn't hit anything. Nobody got hurt, but he fired a couple rounds at the fucking suspected shoplifters. Who even knows if that was the real people? I have no idea what the story was, but it was essentially like that. And like and then the
Suspected
cops
shoplifting, a death sentence there, bud.
yeah.
What the
And
what?
then the cops like arrested the dude and was like, "Hey, you can't just go shooting at people. Like he's like if you saw that, then you should have like called us and that's like what you do is you call us and we come and we shoot the people." Like that's basically what like the cops' point of view. And like so
Why
they
the fuck is anyone shooting anyone over people that just fucking stuck a Snickers in their pants and got caught?
No,
Why the
yeah, no,
fuck are you
I
shooting
don't think
at
the
people like
cops
that?
I don't think the cops would actually shoot at them. I was just making a joke like the cops shoot at everything and
I
everything.
don't know, but
But
cops nowadays, that probably was the conversation. Like, You didn't have to shoot him. You just had to call us, and we would have shot him. If we were black, we would have shot him twice.
we
Like
would
that's
have
like that's
really
that's
shot him then. But that dude actually he got arrested though for like because it's a crime. You can't discharge a firearm in the city limits. Like that's a crime. Like you can't. That's not allowed. Like if you want to shoot your gun, you have to go, either to a gun range or which how does that work if gun ranges are in the city limits?
there must be some kind of way,
Some sort of gun
you
range
can't
clause.
fucking. It has something to do with walls, man. I swear, it has something to do with walls because you can't drink out in public, but once you're fucking separated with a wall, all tits to the wall, my dude. You can drink as much as you want. Like, you just go to a bar and get drunk, but you can't go. But it's illegal to do it in the public. But as long as there's not a gun, you can shoot.
Well, no, but
But
you're kind of wrong though because it has nothing to do with walls because you can't go drunk and you can't get drunk and like go to a doctor's office. They'd probably kick you out. They'd be like, "Hey, you can't be drunk here. Unless you need help with something. Go. You gotta go." Right? Or like well, maybe a movie theater would be all right to be drunk at, so long as you're not being crazy. But like anywhere else where it's not okay to be drunk that has walls, another person's house. If you showed up drunk at another person's house, they would not be cool with that.
yeah, unless they're cool with it. They're like, yeah, it happens 3 times a week, and I'm fine with it.
They're like, "Yeah, sure, fuck my wife. I don't care. Just do anything. I'm that cool. I'm that cool of a dude." I don't think
I
people
just
like
want
that.
to feel needed.
I don't think people like that exist.
Guys who would watch someone else fuck their wife,
No,
there's a lot of them.
no. No, I'm just
There's a
saying
lot.
somebody that's so cool that
And
would just be like, "Oh yeah, sure. Hey, I don't know you and you're here at my house drunk." He's like, "Yeah, sure. Have a good time. I'll drink some with you. Let's go. Let's hang out. Want to watch a game? Like, what the fuck? Like, who is this person?"
why? That's so. World's broken, man. If that's such a boring concept, why would he be so open and friendly and everything? That's something's wrong with this guy. It's like, maybe this guy is a cool dude.
If
Maybe
you
he
do,
just has a nice heart.
if you didn't, oh no, 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 no! Don't hit me with nice heart. No, no, nobody. That person doesn't exist.
I
Okay.
definitely won't hit you with nice shirt. That ain't never gonna happen.
Whatever. I'll give it to myself. Hey, Will, nice shirt. Thanks, Will. Boom. I don't need you. I don't need you at all. I got myself. All right. Fuck you. And I have my shirt. So, what the fuck were we talking about? I feel like I was about to make a good point, and then you had to fucking throw in the shirt.
Oh, because I was saying, like, what a foreign concept. Someone that's so open and just wants, like, she showed his house, like, yeah, come on, have a beer, let's chill. It's like, good to know you. What's up? Let's fucking shoot shit. It's like, why is this such a weird concept that some dude just has such a good heart that he's just, like, friendly to everyone?
Because,
Even
okay,
people
that's
who
different.
insult
I'm
him, he
talking
still
about in
gives
this
and stuff.
specific scenario of somebody who shows up to your house whom you do not know and is completely inebriated. Like, who would be okay with that? Even if you were nice about it, you would still be like, "Hey, you need to get out of here. I'm gonna call somebody, or I'm gonna call the cops, or
Truly nice people offer a couch for him to sleep it off on.
no, that's fucking
But
insane, dude. No, you're
you
crazy.
gotta watch out. You gotta watch out because I don't fucking trust people either. All right, so I'm just like, you know, I'd watch him while he slept. Like not like over
Hey,
his, shit.
what are
But
you
like
doing?
ask him about it. I'll stay up.
I
And at 6, I'd wake him up and be like, hey, I don't know you, but you were drunk at my house, so I thought you had to sleep it off, and now you gotta go, buddy.
okay, I get that. I totally do. But like, okay, really, let's dive into this a little more. Somebody walks into, or not walks into, let's even just say they knocked. Just for the sake of being more in a reality, I don't think anybody could just walk into your house, right? Like, but like, let's
And
just
just
say,
he knocks,
yeah.
and he's just like, ah, fuck, that's gross. steak. Uh, uh, well, oh, oh, so, uh,
This is my reaction. All right, have a good night. Slam the door in his face. All right, now let's do your whole thing, and I'll be the drunk guy.
all right.
All right, so how do I?
Oh, I just time like this. God damn
Wait, wait, wait,
Fuck, open the door. Open the
wait!
door.
What were you doing?
I was smacking the meat. I was playing the clarinet. I was,
All right, I kind of thought that's what you were doing. I was like, wait, what? Did he spill hot soup in his lap? What is he? What is going on? But anyway,
yeah,
so
I opened up the door. I opened up the door. Hello?
hey, I have a gun.
Did you forget it in your car, maybe?
I do all sorts of murder. I'll murder anybody.
Okay, at that point, I'm shutting the door. And I'm
That's
locking the
exactly
door.
my point. You always. No, I
Can
really.
you imagine opening up a door and some drunk just go, murder!
I really wanted to. I really wanted to, you know, give you no choice, but being like, all right, well, I kind of have to close the door on a guy like this. Uh,
So back to jerking off now.
this was not worth the interruption.
Why don't you jerk off, you jerk off? I gotta you fucking interrupt me jerking off.
Yeah. You know what I should have said when you opened the door? I should have been like, I murder people who were just masturbating.
It would be funny if you were like, I'd murder anyone, and I just, but your dick is out.
You're still holding it in your hand there, which is kind of odd. And then he closes the door on you. He's just like, no. He's like, never mind. I made a mistake coming to this door. I see that now. Don't
Fucking-
snicker like that. I don't like that.
Whatever.
You're like, like you're
Yeah,
up to
edit that
something.
out, whatever.
Like you're up to something no good. You got evil plans or something.
I'm never up to anything good, bro. What the fuck? Who do you think I is? A fucking saint?
What?
If it wasn't against the law, I'd rape people. No,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
It's so funny that like
whatever.
if you said murder, I'd have been like, all right, but like rape is like, I can't condone this. I can't. I just can't. Not in
Why
this
do
era.
people always do that?
Not
Why
in
do
this
you always
era.
think rape is worse than murder? No, nothing's worse than your life getting taken from you, stupid. There's nothing. You're dead. Like if you're raped, yeah, it's horrible, it's traumatic. But hey, you still gotta get up in the next day and go to Applebee's or something. Like you do that 'cause you're alive.
If you go
Like,
to
when you're
Applebee's
dead,
the day
you're
after,
dead.
if you go to Applebee's the day after you got raped, I don't think the raping was that bad. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
What would be the restaurant where you're like, you struggling with that whole rape thing?
Denny's.
I knew you were fucking say Denny's. I would have think IHOP because she would always just replace the O with a U and then put an M in there. IHOP.
What? That doesn't make any sense. That was stupid. I'm cutting that out
Yeah,
for
I
your
thought it
sake.
would make more sense to replace it with a U, and then my dumb ass was like, "Oh, there's an M in hump."
Oh shit, dude, we're way past an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just call it then.